Ultima, the Savage Empire is one of a pair of spin-off games from the early 90s of the Ultima series. In an effort to introduce new players to Ultima, Origin Systems created the Worlds of Ultima games using the Ultima 6 engine. Only Savage Empire and Martian Dreams were ever created in the series, and neither of them was terribly successful. Unfortunately, the Worlds of Ultima series died there, but you can still play them today and even get both games for free on GOG.com. This is where I was introduced to the games. Now, even the most recent Ultima games are a bit before my time, and the actual good ones that people tend to like are even way before I was born. So I've never really had any deep nostalgia for them, but I have gone back to play a few of them, including the Worlds of Ultima releases. Martian Dreams particularly now being a favorite game of mine, just for the unique kind of story and themes, and just everything about it I just find personally really cool. Savage Empire, on the other hand, I never really gave that much attention to, and I never actually ended up completing it. So right now I want to return to it and give it a more in-depth look. In Savage Empire, you play as the Avatar from Ultima, sent off to some alternate world called Eodon, which is trapped in a Neolithic sort of civilization state, inhabited by various human tribes who represent different cultures across Earth's past, as well as other peoples that are not exactly human. The lands of Eodon, however, are not some peaceful Eden. Rather, it is a terrifying jungle full of strange alien ruins, hostile wildlife, including dinosaurs, and all kinds of other mysteries you can uncover. The entire theme of the game is not unlike that of Robert E. Howard's Red Nails, or Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World. There's also a big emphasis on crafting and survival in Savage Empire, which may seem a little bit blasé today, but I believe this was probably the first RPG to implement this sort of in-depth survival crafting gameplay loop in an open world sort of game. At least I can't really think of any other game before this to really try something like that. Savage Empire and Martian Dreams were both pretty flawed games, and definitely they are pretty flawed today, but honestly they tried so many unique things, and I think they both were good games and definitely worth playing, and I think they both deserve a revisit. Okay, so here we are in the Savage Empire. Before we actually get started, let's take a look at the backstory of the game. There's not really an intro cinematic or anything, but we do have a little bit of a backstory about what exactly has happened. So you are the Avatar of Ultima. You've had some disturbing dreams of a faraway jungle land, an endangered princess, and the Black Moonstone you carried away from Britannia in your last adventure there. This is taking place after the events of Ultima 6. The spirit of Lord British commanded you to go find out all you could about the stone. So you took it to your old friend Dr. Rafkin, curator of the local Museum of Natural History, hoping that he could unravel the mystery. At Dr. Rafkin's, you meet Ace reporter and Ultimate Adventures correspondent Jimmy Malone. Malone's a little too nosy to suit you, but he kept his wits when everything went haywire. When Dr. Rafkin's experiments on your moonstone sent the whole museum lab through a bizarre black moon gate. You were shocked to lift your head and see jungle around you. Jungle and this enormous creature descending upon her, the woman you dreamt of, a fiery tribal she-warrior of some time-lost land. You and your friends rescued her from the giant pterodon and befriended her. Befriended her, all right. She said her name was Alia, princess of the Kurak tribe. She seemed to be quite taken with you, her most unusual rescuer. But Alia's hated suitor, Dardan the Huge, prince of the Urali tribe, arrived with his men, scattering your friends and smashing you into the earth. Now you lie broken and defeated, struggling to regain consciousness. Okay, so let's create a new character here. Now, this character creation is very similar to Ultima 6, where you just have to answer a couple questions. Actually, really every Ultima game, I think since like Ultima 4. I've not played any of the older Ultimas, so I don't know anything about them at all. But you answer a few questions about some scenarios. This one is a little bit more simplified compared to Ultima 6. You just have like 3 questions, and that kind of decides your starting stats. Now, Ultima, going from 6 onwards, was pretty light on the what can I say, the RPG elements. It still has a lot of RPG elements in it, but the focus really shifted towards exploration and active engagement with the world rather than min-maxing stats and stuff like that. So stats are still important, but not that important, not compared to like Ultima 5 where the stats are really, really important. Ultima 6, the stats kind of took a backseat, and even like things like classes don't really matter anymore. So either way, let's go start it. I don't really know which questions are good for certain builds, and again, I don't really know anything about builds for this game, so I'm just going to answer honestly. You can feel the man speaks, yes, war. You can hear. You see the shaman healer. The healer will heal you, but to concoct his healing potion, he must ask you questions. In order to heal your spirit, Inanna must know your spirit, so you must answer with thankful words. You must answer with choices you would make. First, what is your name? Let's think of a name here. Alright, we'll just use my name here, Karn Builder. One warrior borrows another spear and fails to return it. Days later, he mislays his own spear, and you find it. Do you A, return it to him, or B, give it to the warrior who is owed the spear? So what do we do here? I would return it, I think. Your chief has told you to guard the village while a battle rages nearby. Your chief fights in the battle. Would you obey the word of your chief, or B, join your fellow warriors in the fight? I think I would, let's say, I would obey the chief. Your chief gives you a pouch of gems to take to another. He has not counted them. On the path to another village, you find a lamed warrior who cannot hunt. He could trade you a few of your gems for food, and they will not be missed. Will you A, deliver the gems as you were charged, or B, give the warrior a gem? I think I will deliver the gems. You see a native man wearing an elaborate jaguar headdress. You're returning to wakefulness. It is good. Inanna's potion is powerful magic. It has granted you the speech of the people of this valley. Now you may understand what is said to you. Okay, that's a good explanation about why I can speak to all these people. In fevered ravings, you spoke much of Aelia, our chieftain's daughter, as well as Rafkin and a Jimmy. Inanna thinks you must find them as soon as possible. So this, I guess, is our first mission, find these people. But the valley is full of danger. Before Inanna can let Karn Builder rise again and search for his comrades, Inanna must ask Karn Builder a question to see if his mind has healed as well as his body. Uh-oh, this is the copyright protection question, so I need to actually go check the manual. Now, I did get this game legally, not that it matters, since this game is free anyways, and Origin Systems doesn't exist anymore. Like, they've been totally consumed and shot out by EA where they're not relevant, so I wouldn't feel bad about pirating. But I didn't pirate this game anyways. I got it legally from GOG.com, and GOG.com gives it for free, so I didn't pay anything for it, so it doesn't matter. But I do try to pay for games as much as possible. At least now that I have a job, now that I'm older. When I was a kid, I didn't really do it that much, but now that I actually have money, I feel like I might as well just buy games. Either way, this game was free, so I didn't have to pay for it. So what is the question? What sort of cover does Jimmy's notebook have? Page 22, oh boy, I gotta go look through the manual. Let's go look through. Give me a minute, I gotta go check the manual. Now, they did include a manual in the download from GOG, so I think that's what he means, right? Okay, so that was the answer. I had to go check the in-game manual. Now, I mean, when you download this from GOG, it does come with the manual, like a digitized version, so you can just check there for these questions. Questions aren't always the same, but this game is so old, and like I said, if you download it from some other place like myabandonware.com, like this is basically abandonware at this point. They do have this information available online, so I wouldn't worry about it. This is like a 40-year-old game, so don't worry too much about the copyright protection. The shaman looks pleased. Inanna says that Karn Builder's memory has returned, and he is fit to travel the land again. He becomes very serious. Inanna has had many dreams of one such as Karn Builder. Inanna believes Karn Builder to be a very important something. Inanna's men will try to follow Karn Builder and perhaps help Crown-Builder. I should have picked a different name. When he is in danger. Inyata's men are the best in all the valley of Eodon and can find you anywhere, even in the caves of the Myrmedex. Ooh, who are the Myrmedex? My student Triolo will join you on your search for Jimmy and Rafkin. He has learned some of the simpler invocations and will help you as much as he can. So Triolo is like YOLO. Is it Triolo, right? Triolo and YOLO is like YOLO the Bard from the mainline Ultima games. Okay, speak now. What can we ask? So let's ask about the Myrmedex. The Myrmedex are strange, fierce warriors, insects of great size. They attack and kill our warriors without cause. What about Aela? Warriors search a valley for Aela. The Urali are well hidden, and the spirits will not tell Inyata where they lie. What about Rafkin? Spirits do promise that someone will find her. Should speak with Aloron, our chieftain, if you wish to aid in the search. What about Rafkin and Jimmy? Word has reached Inyata that one such stays with the Yolaru tribe to the east. And what about Jimmy? Has had dreams of one such. Search among the Disquiqui far to the south. Inyata hears their drums and music when shown the face of Jimmy Malone in his dreams. All right, so Jimmy is to the south, Rafkin is to the east, and Aelia we have to find later. She's somewhere around. And the Myrmedex are the big bad of this game. They're the enemy force, and those are the ones we have to destroy to save the valley. Now, this game, you can see, relies on me typing keywords. I do have to keep track of important keywords. I'm actually having a note. I have my note app open to write down the notes as they come up. This is definitely a note-taking type game where you do have to take notes a lot because there's not really any in-game help. And if you want things like a journal for your quests to remember what quests you've done or what part of the quest you're in, you need to get Jimmy, because Jimmy is like a NPC who will actually write down the quest information for you. If you don't have Jimmy, you won't have that feature in the game, which is kind of really cool. I think that's an interesting idea. And I think, before this game, I really have no idea. I don't think any other games have had like quest notes. A lot of classic RPGs, CRPGs, there's no quest notes or anything like that. You just have to remember it. But I believe this was like one of the first to have that kind of idea, and they implement it in a very unique way, as in having a dedicated note-taking follower who will, write down the notes for you. And you kind of have to sacrifice. Do you want this extra party member who's maybe not that great of a fighter, but will take notes for you and help you remember what you're doing? Or you can kick him out, get another party member, and you have to take notes yourself, which is annoying to say the least. But yeah, let's exit here. Okay, so we're done here. And just like Ultima 6, a lot of this game is mouse controlled. Now I can move around using the keys, which is nice, or the numpad, which does help a little bit if you don't like using the mouse control, but it does help a little bit to do this, I think. So we have our first party member, Triolo. Let's take a look at some things around here. Who can we talk to? If we click these, they'll let us do things, pick up an object, drop an object, use an object, talk to someone, look at someone, attack, sleep, and I don't remember what the skull does. I bet the skull is something bad. Okay, skull is begin combat mode, and the axe is attack something. So hit something with your weapon. Okay, so here we are in the tribal village. This game is a little bit slow in terms of that you have to just select every single action. Even something like opening a door, you have to actually select use on the door to actually use it. To talk to someone, I can't just press a key, I actually have to do the talk command. Can I talk to this person? I think these are just some generic NPCs. This game, unlike Ultima 6 or Ultima 7, the generic townies don't really do much. So there's not really any point to say anything to them. Let's say hi to her. Okay, Trinara does not understand your words. Okay, so doesn't matter. You can't talk to them. Doesn't really make a difference. Let's go around here. We need to talk to the chief. That's the first person we need to talk to. Now, who would the chief be? I bet he's in one of these little huts. Now, this game does have a big problem that Ultima 6 does, in that the viewport is really small. Actually, this one's a little bit better than Ultima 6 in that It does have this more stylized viewport, which is kind of cool, and I think it feels a little bit bigger, to be honest. I don't know if it actually is bigger, but it feels bigger, which is important, I think. Okay, so where's the chief? Is this guy the chief here? He's standing on like a leopard skin. Okay, this guy's the chief, so let's talk to him. You see an aging but still mighty warrior with wise eyes. So, it is Cairnbuilder. Long he lay in the village of the Currachs, smashed when Dardan took Aelia away. Now he has regained his strength and comes before the chief of the Currachs. What does he want? Let's ask about Dardan. The Urali were a peaceful tribe until Dardan the Huge became chief. Only then did he begin to raid others. Let's ask about the Urali. The Urali often raid Currach territory. They come from the southeast somewhere, but we cannot find their village. So, east and south are where I need to go, and southeast are where the Urali are. So I guess we should go somewhere else. Alana's heard of one who might know a warrior named Topuru. Let's ask about this guy, Topuru. Topuru was the shaman of the Urali long ago. Topuru went mad. Alaran does not know why. Somewhere in the far, far north, Topuru lives on a little island. So I guess we can go meet that guy as well later. We should put down the names of these important people. Topuru, I'm going to write that in my notes. Shaman. Okay, I need to actually organize my notes a little bit better. All right, and what about, did we know about Rafkin and Jimmy? Okay, he doesn't know anything about these guys, I guess. No, he doesn't understand anything. So whatever, that's fine. Let's go then. So I guess he doesn't know much, it seems. Well, I guess we got to make our way out of here. Let's just find our way out then. Leave this area. All right, so I think our first step should be just finding Jimmy and Rafkin. So let's see if we can head out east and get Rafkin first. I think Rafkin's a bit more important. Jimmy does record things in the notebook for you, but beyond that, he's not too important, I guess. We just need to find a way out of the village. Let's get out of here. I do have the manual open on another screen, so I can actually follow along. It has information about things like using spells, different commands, and also a map of the game, which is really helpful. Again, this game is a lot like, if you played like Morrowind, that came with the pop-out map. All the Ultima games came with a built-in map. Usually they came with a big, nice cloth map in the original versions. But if you're just buying some online version, usually there's a digital map included, and I'm using that now to find my way out. So I don't know how to get out of the village because I'm surrounded by trees here. And it's hard to tell which trees I can actually walk over. Now, which way out of this village? This area is so confusing. It's just a mess of green and brown everywhere. Okay, here's like a road, right? So let's follow the road. We need to go east. Who's this guy? Is this just a random guy? Let's talk to him. Okay, man. We don't need to talk to man. Man or woman just means they're like a nobody loser. So we don't need to talk to them. Oh, it's dark out. What time is it? Oh boy, it's getting dark as hell. Oh my god. We need like a torch or something. Can I give somebody a torch? Shit. Maybe we should go back and rest. Let's go back to the village and rest a little bit. I don't want to walk around at night. It's already hard enough to see in Ultima 6. And walking around at night is not fun, so I don't want to do that. Let's go back, yeah. Go back to the village and sleep a little bit. Can we just rest here? Fuck, I can't see anything when it's nighttime. Okay, here's a hut. Let's sleep in the meat hut. Rest until sunrise? Yes, okay. Great, we'll sleep in the Pteranodon meat. There we go, okay. You can see the music is a little bit limited in this game. It does work, which is impressive, because a little bit of a difficulty actually getting it working with DOSBox. But yeah, the music does function, which is good, you know? Let's actually find our way out of here. Oh my god, bro. Get out of my way, idiots. Where the heck did I even come from? How did I even get here? God, I don't even know where I am. Okay, here's the exit. Let's go south and see if we can get to the other village before. Oh! Combat, Begin combat, yeah, okay. Attack. Okay, just try to hit him. Jaguar, okay, come on. Okay, we killed him, I think, right? There we go, okay, jeez. Let's see, what can we do with this? Can we, like, do anything with this guy? So we can gut the Jaguar. As I mentioned, this is like a sort of pseudo crafting game before that was a thing. And you can see I can use my knife to gut the Jaguar. And what exactly did I get from that? I think I just got some meat, right? A skeleton. I don't think I got anything useful. Can I grab anything here? Okay, grab the bones. I don't want that. Let's drop that, actually. Yeah, just drop it there. I don't actually need it. So I didn't actually get anything useful from that, but it doesn't really matter. Let's keep going east and see if we can find Rafkin. And watch out for anything that attacks us. I think this road should go directly to the Yolaru village. So we'll see if we can meet these guys first. And then I think the mission after that will be actually going to meet all the different tribes in the valley. And this is an open world game, so you can kind of just wander wherever you like. God, I gotta check the map so I don't get lost. This game world is gigantic, so you have to be a little bit careful where you're going. Okay, yeah, I think this is the right path. It looks like the right path from the map. And I don't want to go off in the jungle yet. There are big dinosaurs here who will very quickly murder you and kill you. So I don't want to be fighting them yet. Oh, I think I'm at the village. This is it, right? I see. So here's a little guy. Let's see who this is. I think he's just like a man, right? Okay. Yeah, so I'm in the village now. You do have to kind of look around where you're actually going. So what the heck? Where's this cliff here? Nice kind of scenery. This is a really nice looking game. To be honest, Ultima 6 and all the Ultima 6 games, like this one, they do look really nice, to be honest. Let's keep looking around for someone here. I think we need to talk to the chief. What's in here? What are these things? Just some more meat, I guess. A pot and a bag of something. A bunch of turnips and roast. Now, you do need food in this game. What is that? One corn, one meat. Can I grab some of these things? Let's grab the meat and the corn and everything. Okay, there we go. Grab a few things there. We can eat that later if we need to. Let's keep looking around for the chief. This is another room. What do we have in here? I want to see if we can get any kind of useful weapons. A fish, another spear, and it looks like an axe. Let's take these spears away. I don't think I need 2 spears. Yeah, let's drop the spear over here. Can I? Just 1 spear, yes. And where? Right here. Okay. And pick up the axe. I think the axe will be good to take. Maybe. Should I keep the axe? Let's actually... Oh, a throwing axe. That'll be useful. So let's keep that. Throwing axes are good. Always love throwing axes. That's the big thing in... Ooh, what was the music change? That sounds like a bad thing. Now let's keep looking around to see if we can find the chief. So here's some other houses here. What is with this music? Like, it's so intense. A bunch of stuff in here. What are these things? Let's take a look at all these things. A fishing pole. I bet that's useful. Let's grab that. Just steal everything. A stick. Okay, I don't know if I need the stick for anything. And then, what is here? An obsidian knife. I wish there was a way to quickly move around these items so I can actually see what these are when they're piled up like this. A digging stick. Is that useful? I don't know. Let's grab it anyways. And what is this thing? A cloth. Okay, I don't know if that's useful. Either way, let's get out of here. We should give some things to YOLO as well. Right, there we go. Just a little bit of inventory management. It's a little bit awkward to deal with because it's very slow having to manually select a bunch of options. But yeah, let's continue on here. And I think I figured out how I can actually move items just by using this move command. Should be able to move something around. Okay, there. So I can move things around a little bit, and that way I can actually grab things that are underneath other things. So let's actually grab this one. Let's grab another bag. I don't know if these bags are worth anything. Looks like they have some food inside, which is useful, I guess. I mean, keeping food is always good. Almost nighttime now. Let's try to sleep again here. Too noisy here to sleep. Okay, never mind. Let's get out of here. Now, still haven't found the chief of this village, and this seems to be the very end of the village, so I'm not really sure where they would be. Do I need to go out? Okay, here they are. So this is the actual village. I was just across this little island area from them. Looks like they got a lot of these throwing axes. Let's actually grab a few of these. I want to grab all of these things. Let's talk to these guys here. This must be the chief. You see a lean, sharp-eyed, dignified black warrior. He says nothing, but looks at you expectantly, waiting for you to begin speaking. Let's ask about Rafkin. Is like a shaman, wiser than any other ways. True name is hard to say. Rafkin is probably in village. Okay, cool. Alright, whatever. Let's leave. Hey, this guy. Now, Rafkin must be around here somewhere. We should be able to spot him pretty easily. Mostly because he's the only guy who looks very obviously different. Let's see if I can grab... Why can't I grab this other axe? I want to grab this axe here. Okay, there we go. So we can get all the axes. Let's get all these arrows as well. We'll give them to YOLO. What? Oh, I'm over my weight limit, that's why. So let's actually move some of these things to YOLO here. Give him these arrows and stuff. I'm not sure why I have a bow here. I'm actually going to drop this bow. I don't need another bow. So let's drop it there, and I have some other random crap here too. So I guess that's fine. We need to keep our weight limit. I need to keep an eye on this. So 27 out of 32 stone, I think that's what it is. And do we need to eat as well? I guess we do need to eat. Eat the food, okay. Now, do we need to feed? Yeah, E, so 6 out of 16. Alright, I guess that's the food level? I don't really know. So let's keep looking around for Rafkin, wherever the hell he is. He's around here somewhere, for sure. Just a lot of junk in here. I do want to get these throwing axes. I quite like these. Though I'm getting up to my weight limit. I'm going to have to start dropping some of these soon. Let's see what this is. Something under here. Let's grab this one if we can. Move the spear out of the way. And what is this thing here? A lei. Okay, so I guess not useful. I don't know. Let's actually take that. That might be kind of cool to have. Can I wear this? Oh, I can wear it, so that's nice. Okay, let's get out of here. So we still haven't found Rafkin. Let's keep looking around. He must be around here somewhere. The chieftain said he's in the village. Ooh, what is this place? Someone having a weed pipe here? And then, oh, here's Rafkin. Let's talk to him. Great, finally we found him. You see a stooped 50-ish man who looks like a professor. This guy's 50? For real? I guess people got a lot older back then. It's good to see you again. I had heard you were still alive, but I didn't know where you were. I see you haven't managed to find Jimmy or Ayla yet. That really should be one of our first priorities, you know. So yeah, we need to find these 3, and then we can get started on the other kind of missions. Now that you're here, it might be helpful to find the lab. There are several things there which will be very useful to us. It must be fairly close to the Kurak village. Yeah, his entire lab got pulled through the moon gate into this kind of world with us, and has a lot of useful things for crafting, using chemicals, and also just a lot of useful tools for different missions later in the game. While I've been waiting for you to show up, I haven't been wasting my time here. In addition to researches on these primitive cultures, I've also been thinking about ways to make some primitive weapons, and this guy will actually make you guns if you collect him, like all of the chemical compounds to make gunpowder and so on. So you can get rifles in this game, and they're very, very powerful, but they're limited on their usefulness. I have heard that there is like a special gun you can get, which is basically like a modern era assault rifle, but there's only one available in the game, and it's like very limited. I think only the avatar can use it, but you can also craft your own kind of handmade guns, or this guy can craft them if you get the materials for him. That's where a lot of the crafting system comes in to make bombs, which are basically grenades, and then rifles. I do hope it won't be necessary, but if it should, ask me about bombs and rifles sometime. Let's ask him about that. Bombs. Are you asking me to build a grenade? Yes. Oh, how unfortunate. Yes, I'm the gentle, sweet old Professor Rafkin. I teach young men archaeology and how to make bombs. To make some sort of crude grenade, you'll need the following ingredients. A strip of cloth impregnated with tar to act as a fuse, 5 units of gunpowder, and a hard clay pot. Okay, so we need to make gunpowder as well. When you have these together, simply use the strip of tarred cloth on the pot to seal the pot and act as a fuse. What you end up with is a crude but serviceable bomb. The gunpowder you're likely to be able to make may be very unstable stuff, so throwing the grenade at something could set it off. Alternatively, you can light the fuse and leave the thing behind, then run like the Dickens. He sighs. Professor Rafkin, terrorist teacher, that's me. Teaching you how to bomb the US government. Let's ask about gunpowder. How do we make gunpowder? He makes a series of tis noises. You want instructions on making gunpowder? Uh-oh. All you guys on YouTube, don't read this. This is illegal terrorist activities. Yes. Okay. Well, it's simple enough. You'll need a quantity of charcoal, a quantity of potassium nitrate, and a quantity of sulfur. Put all these things in a mortar or grinding stone and grind them into powder. Gunpowder, that is. Okay, cool. See about that later. And what else did he mention? Where can I find these things? Potassium. Potassium nitrate, also called saltpeter. There was a bottle of it back in my laboratory. Okay. Let's ask about the laboratory. So good that most caves will have crystalline deposits as well. So yeah, you can look around in caves to find crystal deposits of nitrate, and you can use that to construct gunpowder weapons. Geez, I wish I can go back and see what he said. Too bad. What else did he mention? Potassium nitrate. Charcoal. Yeah, we need wood and we can make charcoal, so that's pretty easy. What about a branch? I'm sure you can pull branches from any tree. All right, yeah, I guess I could. And what was the last one? Jeez, I forget. Let's ask again. About gunpowder. Yes. Potassium and sulfur. So where can I get sulfur? I want to find sulfur pits in the vicinity of volcanoes. So you need a wire screen of some kind to extract usable sulfur. So if we can find a volcano, we can get sulfur. If we can find a cave, we can get potassium nitrate. And we actually need Rafkin in the party to identify the nitrate, because we won't be able to identify it ourselves. And lastly, charcoal is really easy to get. You just get some wood. And what else did he mention about the bombs? Any tar found in this land will undoubtedly be extremely hot. I recommend collecting it in a metal container of some kind, a bucket. So we need a bucket. Where can we get a bucket? Okay. Let's ask about his laboratory. Yes, there are many useful things there. I'm sure there's somewhere south or southeast of the Kurak village. You say, okay, let's go find his laboratory. Either way, we need to go south anyways to find Jimmy. So let's go find Jimmy. We'll go back to Kurak village, find Jimmy, then we can all make our way to his laboratory. And that should get us started to go look for Aela pretty soon. So let's end off here. And let's make our way out of this area. Now, there is a hunger and starvation system in this game, but it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, you're not going to starve to death. Basically, just your party becomes weak and unable to do a lot of simple actions. Let's find a place we can rest. Maybe right here we can rest. Rest until sunrise? Yes. Oh, do we not recruit? Builder has food, Triolo has food. Okay, so they'll automatically eat anyway, so I don't actually need to feed them. As long as they all have food, they'll just automatically eat. We should actually go recruit Rafkin, so let's get him to come with us. I totally forgot about that. There he is. Let's go down here and get him. Oh, we're going somewhere? He looks delighted. Well, certainly I've been here long enough. Okay, yeah, so we got to get him to join. Forgot about that. But yeah, let's get him to join, and he'll come along with us. And now we have Rafkin in our party. We should give him some kind of weapon, though. So let's see, what does he have at the moment? He has nothing at the moment. I don't really know what he's good at. I bet kind of like nothing. What are his stats? High int, low everything else, basically. Triolo has high dex and good strength, not much int. And I have, wow, low strength, but high dex, I int. Actually, probably I should be using a bow, not a spear, because my strength is pretty weak. Maybe let's switch that up a little bit. Let's actually take the throwing axes. That might be a good idea as our weapon. So I'm going to use throwing axes as my main weapon. I think that might be a little bit of a better idea. But we'll kind of see how things go. Let's also give something to Rafkin. I don't really know what he'll be useful for. Maybe give him a bow and then give... Actually, let's keep the shield. Let's give Triolo something else. I like that the avatar is just like Giga Chad here. Okay, so while we're waiting in this village, let's see if we can find another shield. And we'll give that one to YOLO or Triolo. I guess it doesn't have it at the moment, but I know the Kurak village has some, so let's just head back there before it gets dark. And then we can make our way south to find Jimmy and then look for the lab. When the music does come up in this game, I really like it, to be honest. It is very kind of cool and atmospheric, sort of MIDI music. But the music in all of the Ultima games is pretty good, if you can actually get it to work on your system. A lot of them don't have music by default, especially on DOSBox. Oh, what's this? Let's kill the bird. Now, can I just throw an axe at it? Bam! Got that bird. Oh! Got him! Okay, break off combat. Let's check out what this bird had. I need to go pick up my axes as well. No auto pickup as well, so you do have to pick up every single thing manually. Okay, Triolo, get off my fucking axe so I can grab it, please. So just killing the wildlife while we go around here. Pick up my axes and use them. I need to keep these guys so I can actually fight people. Now, what do we have here? Does this bird have anything? Nothing here. Let's actually use our knife on the bird. Found feathers. Okay, so we got some feathers from that. I guess that's useful for something. A lot of these things we get from animals or plants are useful for different crafting recipes. And like I said, this is a big focus of the game. Kind of survival crafting sort of gameplay. You have to craft a lot of your weaponry, especially better weaponry. You have to put things together to solve a lot of the puzzles in the game. So it is a pretty interesting feature of this. And as I mentioned previously in my intro, I can't really think of any other game from this time period that did this. I think not till much later you actually had games doing this quite commonly, and then it became so overused where it's just like annoying today. But honestly, I think this game does it quite well. It is interesting, and it's not done in like an annoying or boring way. So let's actually grab some weapons here. I'm actually going to give everybody a ranged and a melee weapon, so that way they can fight in both distances. So let's grab some stuff here in Kurak Village before we head out. Here's some weapons in here. I'm going to give Triolo a bow. I think I saw a bow around here somewhere. I'm also going to give Rafkin a spear. So let's give him my extra spear, actually. So Rafkin has a bow and a spear. Let's grab these things too. And then shuffle these around to each other. Let's give Triolo my shield. And then we'll give him another... Actually, he has a spear already. I need to give him a bow. So we already gave Rafkin a spear. I don't know if we need another spear. Maybe we'll keep it for now. We can drop it later if we don't need it. Actually, you know what? Let's drop it here because I may want it, and I'd rather it be in a useful location where I can come get it later. So let's actually sort out Triolo's loadout. Give him some weapons we can actually fight. And Rafkin will give him the bow so we can shoot something. And if we can get a shield for him, that would be quite nice as well. Though we can't use a shield, I think, when you're using the bow. Is there anything else in this village? I guess not. So let's get out of here. Oh, getting close to dark. So let's actually sleep a little bit before we go anywhere. Have a nice little nap again. Oh, don't go into combat. Let's sleep. Too noisy to sleep here. Come on, bro. What about this meat shack? I think this is where I slept before, in the meat shack up here. So let's go in here and sleep. And you can see at the very top of the screen, it gives the time of day. I guess it doesn't really matter sleeping or not. If I can get some torches for these guys, it'll be easier. I wouldn't have to sleep all night. And you could wander around at night. It doesn't really matter, I think. But let's see how we actually get out of here. What is this place? I don't think I went to this house yet. Oh, some more weapons in here. Let's actually grab another shield in the meantime while we're here. You know, maybe we'll just come back here later. I'm not going to try to fiddle with these things. It's so annoying to try to fiddle with the system here. Okay, so how do I get to the south? Let's check my map again so I can see which village I need to go to. I think Jimmy is in the Diskiki village. That's what they mentioned before. So let me check the map very quickly and see exactly where I need to go. Looks like we have a river here, and I don't think we can cross this river. So it looks like the Diskiki village is directly south. It's going to be a long way to go too, I think. So we have to see exactly how do we get down there. It might be a long walk, honestly. Well, let's start making our way down, I guess. I don't think there's any other way to get past here. This forest is too thick. I cannot go through it. So let's start walking. Go back to the other tribe over here. And just start walking down the road if we can. It is pretty useful to follow the roads here. Now, you can go off the roads, but traveling in the jungle is so difficult. Everything looks the same. It's already hard enough to, like, navigate this whole place. Yeah, just go back past the Yolaru tribe, or whatever the one we passed earlier was. And I think we should be able to pass, eventually reach the Deskiki tribe and find Jimmy. Now, I think this trail going south from the Yolaru village should eventually get us to the far south where the Deskiki are. So they're way in the south of this big continent here. We do have to keep an eye out for things because you don't really have much vision over the side of the map. You can see here, for example, here's a river. Can I even cross this? No, I can't do anything with the river. I think I can go fishing. Let's try fishing. I don't know how that works. Can I catch anything good? So next to deep water. Okay, this water is not deep enough, I guess. Alright, whatever. You hear something to the east. Okay, so something behind me. Maybe some kind of creature? Well, I don't want to fight any kind of dinosaurs or anything yet, so let's be very careful while we're wandering around the trails here. And this music sounds very scary, so I need to be careful. One of the biggest enemies in this game is the Tyrannosaurus, and basically those are almost unkillable. You do have to always find some kind of puzzle basically to kill one, because they're not really like a boss, but they're more like a puzzle type enemy, which I always like in games where an enemy is not normally killable, but you have to find some kind of solution to actually deal with it. All right, let's try fishing here. This might be a good place. You used a fishing pole, you didn't get a fish. Let's try again. Let's keep fishing a little bit. I want to see if I can catch a fish. Caught a fish, nice. And here's my fish. So that's something I can use for eating, I guess. Put that in my pouch. So great. So yeah, I can fish just like Minecraft, you know? Survival fishing mechanics so I can get food to eat. Where's this go? Is this Rafkin's lab somewhere? Whoa, up the mountains here. Now, this is a unique thing from Ultima 6, where there's basically no verticality at all. What is this guy? Who are you? Let's talk to this guy. Who's this guy doing out here? Shaman. You see a scowling round man with strange look in his eyes. Rotund man looks at you evilly and makes a strange barking noise at you. Okay. So, who's this guy? Is this guy the one I was supposed to look for? Topuru. Is this him? Huh? I guess not. Maybe that was his name wrong? What about Jimmy? Does he know about that? Laboratory, huh? Okay, whatever. This guy doesn't have anything for me, I guess. I don't know who that guy is. Maybe he'll be important later, but he's not answering anything. Okay, let's get out of here then. I don't know what that was. I guess that was nothing for now. Maybe we'll have to come back there later. Well, let's keep going south. We'll have to look for the laboratory later. I haven't seen any sign of it yet. They said it should be south of the Kurak village, but I really don't know. Let's just get Jimmy in the meantime. We'll get him first. It's getting close to dark. We might have to rest somewhere around here soon. Ooh, getting real dark. Let's see if we can just take a rest here. Yeah, just sleep in the middle of the road. That's fine. Hopefully you don't get attacked by any kind of creatures. So far, not many enemies. I haven't seen any other creatures except that some birds and that one jaguar. Maybe I have to go deeper in the jungle to actually see anything. What is this? Ooh, what the heck? This is cool. Wow, what is this place? Let's talk to these guys. Who's this guy? Just some woman. Chief. Shaman. Okay, whatever. Wow. This is cool. This is like the Aztec city. 11:38 a.m. That's the wrong time for me. Oh, that's the in-game time. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, this is a really unique place. Now, even though this game is a little bit samey compared to Ultima 6, they do have some really cool locations, like this whole Aztec city complex. Though it's so massive, I can't even tell where anything is. They do keep it fresh, and I think they do a good job of making the game interesting looking and not just like a copy of Ultima 6. Let's move this to my bag. Oh, let's pick it up first. Get the corn and put the corn in my bag. There we go. Okay, take the corn. What's this thing in here? Drop spindle. Okay, maybe that's useful for something later. I don't want to just grab things that I don't know if I need yet, because probably these things I might need later. A lot of these little items you need for crafting and doing different things. Who's this guy? He looks a little bit different. Let's take a look at him first. Okay, he's a man. Don't care about man. We need the man, not just a man. Let's check out this whole little town here. This game is built for adventuring, as are all the later Ultima games. They're more focused on adventuring around rather than specifically going from one place to another. Okay, who's this? Doing something. Who are you? Just a woman, I think? Yeah, okay. I need to look for someone who looks not so generic. This looks an interesting place. A pipe here? What is that? Let's take a look at this thing. One yopo. And what is this? A tooth necklace. Let's actually grab that. That might be good. Maybe this is not possible. Why can't I grab it? Am I too far away? Okay, let's wear this. This might be good. Not possible. Okay. Take that off and put on this one. There, a tooth necklace looks a lot cooler. And a lot of random things here. Bananas looks like some kind of pipe or something. I don't know what that is. And some skulls. I think this is how the magic system works, but I never played this game enough before to really understand the magic system. Uh-oh. A large, raucous, especially colorful parrot. Yeah, we have ways of making you talk. Okay? What? Ah, ha, ha. King? What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, who are these guys? Let's talk to these guys. Wow, this guy looks special. You see a rather sullen, jewelry-bedecked Nahuatl man. The man looks at you with contempt. You may not speak with Huitlpakti until you have received permission from Zipakri Toll. You scabrous dog, he says, and then ignores you. Uh-oh, so who's that? This guy, maybe. Wait a minute, this guy's like... I like a guy. This guy's actually from Martian Dreams, because I played that one. This is guy's like your friend in Martian Dreams who helps you through most of the game. So I guess he's like a bad guy in this one. He definitely looks not very nice. You see a lean, dark-bearded man with shrewd eyes. He speaks to the party in perfect English. Dr. Rafkin, how on earth did you get here? Astonished Rafkin replies, Dr. Spector, I presume? This is a real Heart of Darkness type moment. Yes, man, of course I am. Now tell me, how did you get here? Rafkin frowns, obviously put off by Dr. Spector's anger. Well, I was performing some simple experiments on a black stone that Karn Builder here brought. Dr. Spector grabs you by the shoulders and shakes. Quick, tell me, did you know how to get back out of this forsaken valley? No. He slumps back, looking defeated. Then you are useless to me. Useless. What do you want? I don't even know what I want. I'm just wandering around here. Geez, what should I even ask him? Let's ask him about the laboratory. How about shaman? I'm the shaman of these people. The witch doctor I had to get rid of, the old shaman, Oxtepak. He didn't want to cooperate. I've still got him. Let's ask about that guy, Oxtepak. He frowns at you, considering you shouldn't be asking about my prisoners. You might just be thinking about rescuing him. Uh-oh. Guards, take this outside and cut his heart out. Oh no, dude. No, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, they're attacking us. Let's get out of here. Oh, no. Bro, let me out. I should have asked about that. Oh, no, dude. Let me out of here. It's getting dark. No, bro. Oh, shit. You shouldn't ask about that. Oh, bro. Yeah, I should have been more careful. Certain things you can't talk about, especially in this area. Oh, fuck. I can't get down here. This area is, like, blocked. That's the monument with the sundial. Let's just get out of here. I hope they won't be hostile for the whole game, because we do need them later, I think. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, boy. Just run from that town. Oh, we're still in this village. Damn, this village is not even a village. It's like a huge city. Oh, and the guards are still coming for us. Uh-oh, we gotta get out of here. Fuck, where do we go? It's so dark, I can't see shit. Okay, can we get out of here? Running through the jungle now. I don't even know where I'm going. Yeah, this whole area is a huge cliff. I don't see any way down. Okay, bro, we can't be in the jungle like this. Let's try to take a nap till daytime. Maybe that'll help us out. Not while foes are near. Oh, boy. Typical Elder Scrolls Bethesda problem as well. Can't rest while enemies are near. It's gonna be daytime soon anyways. Let's get out of here. Fuck, where am I going? Let's stay along this cliff. Looking at the map, it seems there should be a way around this cliffside, but I think we have to go way south to actually get around this cliff. So let's keep following the cliffside, and eventually we should find an exit for this area to actually get out of here. Just keep hugging the south cliff, and I think there should be an exit around here. At least I'm looking at the map now. Yeah, okay, it looks like this way is the way down the cliff. And now we should be able to go west. And going west should get us closer to the Diskiki village, which is where Jimmy is. Okay, now we're deep. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Now let's attack this. Go to attack mode. I'll use my axe. Bam. Okay. YOLO, get out of my way. One more axe, I think. Oh. I have a throwing knife. Let's throw that. Oh my god, I'm out of weapons. Grab these ones, please. Oh, I'm gonna die, I think. Okay, grab my weapons. Grab my throwing axes. Okay, hit him and pick these axes up while he's attacking everyone else. Did he kill Rafkin? I hope he didn't. Oh boy, this tiger is gigantic. What kind of animal is this? Okay, I'm hitting it a lot. The saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, these are all like prehistoric creatures in this area. Okay, come on. Oh, got him. And they lived. Everyone lived. Okay, great. That was excellent. Amazing. Oh, I wish I could pick up a whole stack of weapons. Pick up all my axes again. I need more axes. This is cool. I would like to do a throwing axe kind of build, if possible, if I can get more axes. Now, whose spear is this? And what can we do with this? I guess let's gut it. We got a tiger skin and some meat. Nice. Great job. Okay, so let's, okay, Triolo, I know you have no ranged weapons, idiot. Like, shut up. Okay, so that was pretty cool. That was a nice little combat there. Combat in this game is not too difficult, I would say. Okay, we're still kind of like stuck on this cliffside. Where the heck am I? We need to get down from here. So I went up here. Yeah, let's keep going down. So we don't need to go up there. Let's get off the cliff. And that should get us back into the valley where we can go meet with the Diskiki. And let's see, we might be able to find a road around here. Okay, here's a road. Just, I'm needing the map for reference. Like, this is a game you really need to use the included map. So I don't consider that cheating because the game is built around you looking at the map and following along, and that's what I'm doing right now. So this road should take us to the Deskiki village. We'll meet up with Jimmy, and then our next goal, I guess, is to find Ayla. Though I may have to include that in a second part for this series. I would like to get this a series. If you guys like Ultima games, like I like Ultima. Ultima's fun. Like, I think a lot of people my age and younger really sleep on... Uh-oh. What is that? Is that nice? Okay, Triceratops is nice. Okay, let's leave him be. Okay, go to the river, I guess, and cross it. Can I climb up this? Looks like I can. Now, this must be the Deskiki village. So let's see if we can find Jimmy. And where do my party members go? Do they die? Bro, did they get left behind? Aw, dude. Ooh, I'm low health. Ooh, I got 7 health. Let's maybe have a little bit of a nap then, in the meantime. I don't know where my party is. I think I lost my party. Ah, bro, you fucking guys. Oh, foes are near. Damn, I forgot to turn off combat mode. It doesn't automatically turn off. Okay, let's go find these idiots. What are they doing? I'm the one who's fucking wounded. I have like 7, 8 health left. These guys are still like juicy. Did nothing against that fucking tiger. God, fucking idiots. Gotta go look for them now. I'm gonna get eaten by a fucking I'm gonna get eaten by a fucking raptor or a saber-tooth or whatever kind of nasty shit there is out here, and I can't even sleep. You fucking kidding me? Okay, there we got everybody back, finally. Oh my god, a fucking snake, bro. And he's poisoned, dude. Okay, go to combat. Kill this fucking snake. Stupid asshole. There we go. There we go, okay. Oh, he's poisoned. Come on, dude. I don't have any cure for poison. Okay, we gotta get to the village quickly before Triolo fucking dies. What a pain in the ass. This comes back to the old game sort of jank. Okay, Triolo's gonna die. I don't have any cure for poison, dude. You gotta just cope with it. Oh my god. Bro, no. Oh, how do I fix him? Okay, whatever. I don't have any way to cure poison. I think Triolo's just gonna fucking die. And there he goes. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't really know what to help him. Let's actually just go to the village, because it's right here. I don't know what to do for that guy. I'll have to figure out how to heal him up later. Maybe we can find something to come back and get him. But let's go see if we can find Jimmy at the very, very least. Let's talk to some of these guys. Okay, this is the chieftain. Do they have Jimmy? Stupid name, Jimmy Malone, skinny stranger Jimmy Malone, now in prison hut here in the village. He looks around for the prison hut, but his eyes refuse to focus that far, so he gives up. Does Squeaky feed him up so he will be fit mate for daughter Goldblum? Okay. Where is the prison? Okay, whatever. Let's go look for that. I don't know where he is. He must be somewhere up here locked. Okay, this must be Jimmy, locked in this big hut. So let's see if we can go get him out of there. Ah, here we go. Jimmy, you see a lanky, sharp-eyed man in his mid-20s. You know, if you've given up on Ayla, I'll sure like to go after her myself. What a good-looking babe. Can't blame Darden for making a move on her. Yeah, Darden, that big guy with the huge lizard, he's the one who snagged Ayla when we got there first. Really should try and find her again, Ace? Let's ask this guy to join. He'll join up with us. Hey, I'm already with you. Alright, so we'll get him join. We'll give him some equipment, and we'll see if we can go heal up Triolo, because I hope he's not permanently dead. I don't think he is. We also need to find a way for us to rest. Let's find a little place we can rest here, and maybe we can heal up a little bit. Not while foes are near. What foes are near? Come on, bros. Okay, we'll just pick up Triolo. Put him in our backpack, basically. Oh, he's so slow because he's holding so much. He's almost at max weight. Alright, whatever. We got Triolo. We'll have to come back here and pick up his stuff later. I don't know what we can do to heal him. Maybe we can talk to the shaman and they can heal him up or something. Otherwise, I don't really know what we can do about that. Alright, so I think I can resurrect Iolo. As long as I have his body, it should be possible. We might have to leave some of his equipment here, but it doesn't really matter. We can always come back here later. Let's go back to our starting village. And from there, we should be able to actually heal him up. So I'm going to make my way back to the starting village. Once I get there, we'll heal him up. And then we'll try to find Rafkin's laboratory. And after that, I think we'll end off this video and continue again in the next part. And let's head back to the starting village. And we should be able to heal up Iolo. Now, we might have to save scum a little bit. The way healing works in this game, I had to check the manual to make sure what to do. I know there's a resurrection spell you can use, but I don't have that yet. And Iolo is the only mage we have. He's a shaman, but he's the only magic caster, and he's dead. So we gotta find another way to heal him. Now, the shamans in the villages, in some villages, can actually heal your party members, but they can also sometimes fail, and if they fail, that party member is permanently dead, which I don't want to happen, so I am going to be save scumming a little bit, just in case, but hopefully we won't have to do that. It should work. It's kind of random, as far as I know. But we have to be careful. I think that Tiger is here, and we're still pretty weak. Now, can I just heal up by eating? I wonder if I can just eat and heal a little bit. Eat the food. Now, does that heal me up a little bit? I guess not. So we'll have to find some other way to heal up. I'm not really sure how to heal. I do have some meat. So maybe I can use the meat to cook and heal with that. Either way, let's get out of here. Let's go back to the other village. If I recall, it was this way, going up the cliffside. And yeah, back to the road. Back to this town, which I do not want to go to. Oh, it's getting late. We're gonna have to take a nap for a little bit. Let's sleep for a little while anyways. There, we can heal up overnight, which is fine. Oh boy. Okay, in combat here, I'm heavily wounded. We had to be able to kill this raptor. Let's see, do I have enough of these axes to actually use? I have quite a few axes. Okay, if I'm in close range, I guess I can just hit him with the axe instead of throwing it. Heavily wounded, critically wounded. Let's throw one more axe, and there, we should kill it. Okay, let's end off combat. And let's see if we can gut this thing. Use the knife on the raptor. Oh. Yeah, use the knife on the raptor. Hide is too tough. Oh, so we need a better knife. What about this knife? Can I use this one? Hide is too tough. Okay, so I need something different to cut his skin. I guess his skin's a little bit too strong for these simple stone knives. Now we need to go find the laboratory. Let's go heal up Iolo. We'll find Rafkin's laboratory, and then we can finish off this part of the series here. Okay, let's talk to the shaman. First of all, I'm going to save because I do not want to lose my little buddy here. Let's talk to him and see if we can heal up our little guy, little fella. The spirits tell Inyata someone here is unwell. Inyata throws back his head, closes his eyes. You can almost hear the voice of the spirits. Inyata gasps for breath and spasms if it's hit by an electrical current. Hot wind whips across you. Spirit of Kukuz. Inyata invokes you to bestow blessing upon Conbuilder, and Conbuilder is healed. Spirit of Kukuz. Heal Rafkin. Rafkin is healed. Spirit. Look upon the mortal Jimmy. Jimmy carries his valued friend and ally. Bestow the blessing of strength and health to Triolo so that Triolo might walk again. The wind howls, raging around you. Every hair on your body stands on end, and the wounds disappear from Triolo's body. Triolo's eyes open. The wind dies down, and Inata slowly regains his poise. After a few moments, he looks up, his expression serene. The spirits have been generous, he says. All in your party are well. Thanks, bud. Learn of himself. Learn of thanks, bud, by himself. Okay, thanks. Great. And we got Triolo back. Is Triolo still in? Okay, no, he's out of Jimmy's pocket now. That's great. So we should equip all these guys some equipment. I think Triolo lost all his equipment, right? Yeah, he lost everything. He dropped it, or it was dropped. So let's grab some new stuff for him. In the meantime, you know, I have this atlatl. I think this allows you to actually throw spears. So let's just give that to Triolo. That might be useful. And then Triolo can actually grab a couple spears. That might be useful for him. Okay, so yeah, if he has some spears, that means he can use the atlatl to actually throw spears. So we'll actually get him a couple spears, and then he can be our spear thrower, which actually could be a good idea. Spears are pretty powerful. Atlatl is very powerful. Just the problem is that spears are so heavy, so you have to carry a lot of them, and you can't hold a shield as well. Okay, let's go party mode. Let's go find Rafkin's laboratory. Oh, what is that? Triceratops again. Geez, spooked me a little bit. I do not want to find some kind of scary dinosaur. So I think it was like south somewhere. Let's find a way to go south here and hopefully find Rafkin's lab. Okay, here's some tar. That'll be useful for some things he mentioned for making bombs, and I guess for making a torch or something as well. We can use the tar pits to do that. What is this? A dead tiger stuck in the tar. That's cool. Ultima always does well with the environmental storytelling, to be honest. Especially these, well, basically the games after... Oh! What is that? I heard something. Was that an enemy or just the music changed for no reason? Okay, the music just changed for some reason. I think Rafkin's lab is around here somewhere. It should be real easy to spot. The problem is this view window is so small that finding something is a little bit difficult. You kind of just have to walk right into it. Oh! Okay, let's get out of here. We do not want to fight these things yet. Okay, begin combat. We're being chased by these bugmen. These kind of ant guys are very, very dangerous. Let's get out of here. Okay, let's grab my axe. Did I lose my axe already? Yeah, I threw one of my throwing axes. Let's actually grab it if we can. Geez, the atlatl is really overpowered. It just killed these guys very, very quickly. Okay, I think this guy actually threw some of his spears. Let's actually see where the other spears went before we actually move them around. Let's move this body out of the way. Okay, I don't know where the other spears went. I guess he lost them or he chucked them somewhere. Hopefully he didn't lose too many of them. Now, I need to stay away from that area. These myrmideks are very, very dangerous, so we need to be very careful where we go with those or when we encounter them. Oh my god, the lab should be somewhere here and it's getting dark. Bro. Okay, let's take a nap. Oh, here it is. Finally, we got the lab. Okay, there's tons of useful stuff here. Now, we'll have to come back here later because I don't think we can carry all the stuff. We do need to get some other party members. But there's a lot of useful modern-day equipment here, including, I think, a rifle in one of these. Let's actually use some of these boxes. What's in these boxes? A camera, a bottle of liquor. What else do we have? A key and a skillet. I think there's a gun in one of these boxes. Let's see if I can grab the gun. Nothing in there. A hammer, that'll be useful for later. You find a wire, screen, and scissors. A fire axe, that'll actually be pretty useful for later. You know what, let's actually get the avatar to grab, or let's pick up this hammer. That hammer will be useful, the metal hammer. What is this thing? A wire screen. Okay, that'll be useful for collecting some things later. Now, I thought there is a gun here, but I don't know where it is. A pot and a clay pot. Okay, that's fine. And let's move this meat out of the way. Actually, let's take the meat. That'll be good. One meat, and let's open up this box. Modern rifle and a pouch. Yes, I want that so badly. Let's take that. Now, am I overloaded? I'm pretty close. I have a lot of equipment here. What was in that pouch? Bullets. Okay, great. So we can take that modern rifle and we can use it if we really, really need to. Let's actually drop some of this stuff. Some of the stuff I don't really need. I'm going to leave some of it here because I probably will have to come back here later. I don't know what things I really need. I'm just going to drop a few of these things that I think I don't need. Okay, we'll keep everything else for now. I don't know what else I'll need here. Maybe this tiger pelt we can use for something, but great, we got the lab. We got all our party members. Now we need to go either find Ayla or grab a few more party members. There's some other people we should meet too. Some others that might be useful before we actually hunt down where Ayla is. Mainly we need to find out where the tribe is, where that mystery tribe is hidden. And we need to go talk to some other tribes first before we can actually find out where. So I think we'll do that in the next video. But great, we got a pretty good start off. We got our rifle. Actually, let's equip this rifle. I can't have it with the other arm, but I can have my gun out so I can start shooting some people if I see them, which will be great. If I see any kind of nasty creatures, I'll shoot them in the face. Though I think I should save my bullets. I don't want to be using all my bullets up. Either way, guys, that was Savage Empire, and I will try to continue the series onwards. Hopefully we can complete the game. This is a really cool game, to be honest. I think really underrated by like a lot of people, at least from my generation and younger. So I'd love to play this one, and who knows, even if we can finish this one, maybe even play through Martian Dreams as well. Martian Dreams is a lot bigger than this game, a lot longer, and in my opinion, I like Martian Dreams a lot better. Just a cooler kind of game, though I would say the actual gameplay is a little bit weaker there. It's a lot of fetch quests, though it is a very good story and a very like cool sci-fi kind of setting. So I really like Martian Dreams a lot, so maybe we can play that one. But first we'll see if we can get through Savage Empire, see if my attention span and the general interest can stay up to actually follow along with this game. But either way, guys, I'll see you again next time. So goodbye, everybody.